AI is changing education as we speak. In documenting this shift, we visited a university and saw how the faculty is grappling with the AI revolution. But while the debate continues, some educators are motivated enough to simply get on with it.
Hi, so I'm Herman. I'm currently a lecturer at the Northwest University, specifically at the Faculty of Computer Engineering, where I lecture third-year students. My passion really is to see the next generation being empowered to really make an impact. And I think one of the most inspirational research papers I discovered was when Saul Khan from Khan Academy presented at a TED Talk.
But I think we're at the cusp of using AI for probably the biggest positive transformation that education has ever seen.
And that really stuck with me. The 2 sigma problem.
A normal distribution, that's the one that you see in the traditional bell curve right in the middle, that if you were to give personal one-to-one tutoring for students, that you can actually get a distribution that looks like that right. Well, he said, well, this is all good, but how do you actually scale group instruction this way?
And they sought to increase a student's, let's say, mark from being an average student to a high performer is just the difference of adding a one-on-one tutor, but that doesn't scale. Students have been exposed to a lot of fundamental theoretical knowledge. But now the problem is you have to give a student this piece of electronics and they need to start coding that state machine and that logic into this actual system, and there is a skills gap. One of the tools that I'm using is a tool called MindJoy, which really helps with that. By embedding a bit of my mindset into the tutors that I am crafting. So now I'm using the AI tool to meet a student on their level where they are. It gives them that confidence boost to take their model and to implement that on their system. As an engineer, I have not been trained in, let's say, an educator's mindset with having good pedagogy or whatever. You pick these things up along the line. So now I can have a good pedagogue or an education specialist with me. I have the final say. I am the thought leader in that sense, but this is like my own assistant that has been exposed to this wealth of knowledge that I can draw from. Who would have thought that you can implement an AI agent within your code to make decisions for you? The person who sits within your code that can see what's happening and can direct the outcome that it needs to go. I'm like, who would not get excited about doing that? And if we can instill a mindset of hope in people, then I think that would help more with regards to solving a skills problem. Because when they have the right mindset, they would have the willingness to learn new skills, even if it comes from AI or a human. If you would like to master whatever you're doing, it's tough. As we say, there's freedom in discipline. It's not the easy choice, but those who choose to walk on that would see the fruit of that. That's how I would get people excited. I would invite them to show them the cool stuff I'm doing.
Herman's doing really cool stuff. He's one of the many educators tackling this problem of group instruction in a country that struggles to meet the demand for teachers. This isn't just universities' problem to solve. We're starting to really see the potential impact of AI-enhanced learning at every level. So follow us as we follow that story.